Me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time. So here is Saul Canelo Álvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion. Quite simply, one of the greatest of all time. Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, this former super middleweight champion of the world, is looking to get back on track tonight.
The height, how is that gonna... He's gonna need a step ladder to hit this fighter.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Álvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Can't find a home for that jab. That jab misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter shot. After beating Caleb Plant in their first contest, Canelo said that Caleb earned his respect, and now he's earned the rematch. Let's see if he makes the most of it.
How is Caleb going to handle such a successful champion, title-winning Canelo Álvarez? He knows what he's got to do. He's got to get in there and box to the best of his ability. Hope timing's on his side. He knows Álvarez slows down the second half of the fight. He knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses. He's got to take the pace away from him.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Caleb Plant is hurt. See that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. You all right?
Let's talk about Plant in that last round. That'll be a Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Nice counterpunch right up the middle. Just missing with the uppercut. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, every twitch.
Nice counterpunch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Álvarez in it. And there's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Can't find a home for that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance. Hold it right there. Canelo Álvarez just got rocked in a big way. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the hook. There's a counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Álvarez. Back at it in round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, my word, Canelo just got clipped. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
I feel been a tough round so far. It's been a tough, tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway. Whoa, wait a minute! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. That was the moment!
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Caleb Plant just got clipped. Started on Álvarez in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Good counter punching. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger stuff.
How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Canelo in serious jab. What an upset here as Álvarez goes down. And you can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he's dropped like a loose suit.
That's lights out right there.
Álvarez in that last round. On to the sixth round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Man is in some serious trouble here. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for the big shot, and Álvarez is on the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be...
And Plant is down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Both men getting... Here we go. It's round 7. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
We both know who the bigger power puncher... Oh, wait a minute! Caleb Plant just got clipped. How are they still staked? Did you see that? Caleb Plant is hurt. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Man is in some serious trouble here. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Down goes Caleb Plant. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
Let's talk about planting that one. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. There's a counter shot. Looking to land the hook. A perfect counter shot. Oh, right there. Canelo Álvarez just got rocked in a big way. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
ladies and gentlemen, a knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.